in all of the travels that you've done, what would you say are the best foods that you have discovered, like newly discovered foods?
Newly discovered to me basically is, I would say, plov.
Yeah, I was about to say plov. Yeah,
I'd say plov.
Our latest discovery from Uzbekistan.
Well, it's actually it's interesting because in Uzbekistan it's called plov, in other places it's called pilaf, and jollof. And there's lots of different names for basically rice with vegetables and a form of meat lobbed in. So I think, to me, I mean, it's not new food because I'm coming from the Caribbean coming from Caribbean background. It's something we had at home anyway. So for me, I'd say that was probably one. And
talking of which, actually, because I'm a fan of like one pot cooking, and so I think I also like tagine, right, from Morocco, which is not the same as plov, but the same principle behind it. And I think
lob it in the pot and let it go.
Exactly, and leave it for hours, and then have everything like stew in its juices. And I think those are always good things to pick up, like from your travels, and then easy to recreate when you get back home.
Definitely. I'd say that. What else? There's not a great deal of stuff. I'm very picky, see. I'm very picky, It's got to be dead and cooked. Definitely got dead and cooked and not bloody.
Yeah.
And there's none of this ripping bits off. I don't do any of that. So actually, I'll just stick with plov.
Okay. Plov, number one dish. So I said tagine. So I love tagines. I wish I could still. I still haven't been able to recreate the sort of the magic of the Moroccan tagine at home, but I give it my best shot.
Instructions in the comments, please.
Yeah, someone tell me how to do it properly. The other thing that I picked up was in Georgia, which is a thing called kinkali, where these are sort of like big. I think they call them dumplings, but they're not like, as a British person, dumplings, you think sort of heavy, sort of suet, but it's not. It's more like a dim sum, but a giant dim sum. And it's just like this sort of, they're about this big. And then they end up being like little bags of meat and the juices that come with the meat. And, and you sort of pick them up and you sort of, there's a sort of a special way to open it so that you get like the juices and the meat all in one go. So don't go there. So I won't demonstrate how to eat kinkali, but there's a technique. So kinkali would be one, and then my other favorite food that I had known about before, but until I'd been in the country where it invented, didn't realize how amazing it could be. And that is cheese fondue, is a fondue.
Really?
Yeah. Like cheese fondue. I mean, I love cheese anyway.
So do I.
Go into Switzerland and like go into like places like Appenzeller, which is also where the cheese comes from. They just do fondue. That would be my, hangman's dinner, having a proper like Swiss cheese fondue and the bread.
I'm a cheese fan as well, and I'd have to say that I immediately, when I think of that, two places come to mind. One was we went to a rustic restaurant in Paris, which was recommended by the guy whose apartment we were staying in. We went there and they did this absolutely amazing cheese fondue. And that most recently was in New York. There was a cheese restaurant that I went to with my son and daughter. I think my daughter found it, and it was, man, you could just about see your food for the level of melted cheese on top. It was heaven.
No, that's amazing, right? Like they have, that is my heaven. Like it's just a cheese restaurant. I've been to restaurants where I've had cheese soup as a starter, followed by cheese fondue, followed by a cheese platter. I'm not even joking. But talking about cheese restaurants, there's a really nice cheese restaurant in Strasbourg, actually, called La Cloche au Fromage. And yeah, that has many different types of
fondues. Another one I've just found is the Cheese Boat, which is on the canal down in Paddington Basin.
Oh, I think I saw an advert about that the other day, yeah.
Yes.
Maybe want to immediately travel to London.
Well, I'm going to go there soon, and that's top of the list.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, you're going there without me.